Those who are going to log on are going to log on. I'm super excited. It is Saturday morning. Okay. Always happy to be alive. Okay. Great morning, sunshine. So, guys, this is our Saturday morning new member orientation. This is a call that we do each and every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So, you definitely want to make sure that you are plugged in and that you are plugging all of your new members in, okay? Because this is our four-step system. This is what we use in order to build our business, build momentum, and sustain our business, okay? So with that being said, for those of you who may or may not know who I am, my name is Miss Nikki Alexandria, and I have been a part of Unity Energy since 2015 under the direct leadership of one of the visionaries of Unity, which Unity stands for you and I together, yes, because the truth is we can do so much more together than we can ever do apart, okay? Now, I am super excited because I'm actually able to introduce this gentleman to you guys this morning. Some of you may already know him. Well, all of us already know him, right? But this gentleman is originally from the Bronx, New York, comes from very, very humble beginnings, guys. But listen, when he made a decision that he wanted something more for himself, his family, his community, his people, he went on to become a serial entrepreneur and a highly sought after coach, mentor, and speaker, literally helping thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people around the world, helping them grow in business. So he is definitely someone who knows how to build this business, who knows how to grow this business, and knows how to sustain this business, right? So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and move one out of the way of greatness and bring to the line none other than the millionaire mentor, Mr. Jason L. Scott the first. Mr. Scott, are you there, sir?
Yes, my lady, absolutely line. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir, both. Go ahead and take it away.
Excellent. Listen, I appreciate you always being the consummate business professional leader, coach, mentor to many people around the world as well. I see you taking that amazing cup of coffee this morning. So congratulations to all your success as well. Thank you, young lady. I appreciate you. Everybody else, welcome, welcome, welcome to our Saturday morning new member orientation. We do this call each and every Saturday at 10 a.m. because there's a few things I want you to know right out the gate that amateurs, they start a business, professionals, they launch one, and our job is to show people how to effectively launch a business, not just get in, walk around in circles, not just get in and wonder what to do, not just get in and be hoping that I figure it out, not to get in and then get some other people in, and then you or them don't know what to do. We like to make sure that we show people exactly what to do. There's never been a job that a person has gone to and wasn't told exactly what to do in order to successfully navigate through that organization. They normally do an orientation of some type, whether the orientation is a video, in person, or someone walking you around and training you and giving you exactly what your job requirement will be for you to work your boss's business. Our job is to show you exactly what you need to do in order for you to work your own business. And when you follow these four steps, that helps you to build momentum, because momentum is the hardest thing to build and gain, but the easiest thing to lose. But we always say to gain that momentum, there's four things that you should do. And if you do these things quickly and effectively with each and every person that you get involved, it will help you start to duplicate your system, very pretty much effectively and quickly. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen so I can get right on into this training for this Saturday. All right, and of course, we do this call each and every Saturday at 10 a.m. So people mark your calendars, make sure you get your brand new people onto this call and get ready for yourselves so you can learn it and teach it. So always take notes with the intention that you're going to teach this information. Well, just so you know, guys, our organization is Unity, and it's a global organization of professionals that's dedicated to the health and financial empowerment of families around the world through education and entrepreneurship. There's four steps that you need to be focused on to build momentum, to get your business off to a great start. And that first one is love. That means fall in love with your product. Now, we want you to do that because now when you are a representation of the business, you want to be a product of the product yourself. You want to start to live that amazing, healthy lifestyle that you're mentioning to other people. You have to understand that health and wellness is a big industry, right? $1 billion industry, $1 trillion industry around the world. It's a huge industry. And because it's a huge, I don't know if it's trillions, but it's billions, all right? But it's a huge industry around the world, and people are focused on health and wellness on a daily basis. You can go to many different sites, and whether it's an online site, whether it's an in-store site or whatever it is that you go to, people always have some form of something when it comes to health and wellness. But since you're representing a health and wellness organization and company and business, you want to fall in love with those products. Now, to help you with that is understanding that when most people first get started, they're just testing. They're testing the product. They're trying to see. They may have joined the business, but they're not really. It hasn't really gone to their heart yet. Because people join two times. First, the time they join is when they first do the paperwork, when they first log in online. Second time they join is when it actually goes from their head to their heart. And one of the fastest ways for it to go from your head to your heart, that you literally start to believe in a thing, is when you fall in love with that thing. So to help you stay consistent and connected and committed, we tell people to set yourself on proper smart ship. Proper smart ship is product replacement, a drop shipment. Proper smart ship, we like to tell people, is 3 products minimum, because you want to learn to become a product of the product and use the different products that you have in your arsenal. All right. And if you look on the shelf here, you see that we have many different products that a person can absolutely use. So 3 products is 120 smart ship. That means if you are a person that you want to use the tropical punch, right? This is 40 points. If you decide that you want to use the watermelon, this is 40 points. So that makes 80 points, right? And this is what the watermelon looks like right here. Actually, I have 2 watermelons inside this right here. This is my tea that I'm gonna drink. That's my watermelon tea. All right. Let's say you decide you wanna order the lemonade flavor. That's 40 points. 40, 80, 120. You may use these products for yourself. You may use these products for helping you to start and sell some of the products, sample some people. But normally your personal product should be what you're absolutely getting these products for. Not just to get them to sell them, but get them for you to absolutely use them. Because once you start using the products, no matter what comes up in your life gets in the way, things start to slow down. You can't focus on the business, but you can focus on your health and wellness. Now, traditionally, most of us, what we do, we normally focus on these 3 products, right? We normally focus like on our NutriBurst. We normally focus in on the NRG. And of course, we normally focus on one of these amazing ISO teas. Whether you want to use the brew tea, that's 40 points. Whether you want to use the instant tea, you choose your variation. But 3 products that you use yourself will normally keep you qualified. And as a business partner of yours, let me help you understand, for yourself and the people you have in your organization, our business is about residual income. It's not just selling the product, right? You can go. I've done sales for years. I used to sell cable in the cable industry for about 10 years, about a decade. And as I was selling cable, I've sold thousands of accounts and I got $0 in residual income. These companies probably made millions of dollars since these thousands of accounts that I got from here, from the East Coast to literally to the West Coast, and in between different places that I traveled to over the years selling cable. And I got these cable companies in different regions, all these different customers. And my team got all these customers. And since that time, there's other people who've been doing it, got all these customers. They got a one-time sale, but no residuals. These products allow you to get residual income from yourself, your customers, and your team that you're building. So once a person commits and fall in love with the product, and you say you know that this tea has been helping you and your family, because there's blessed thistle, holy thistle, papaya, ginger, chamomile, myrrh, the other herbs that all synergistically work to cleanse the system on a cellular level, cleaning out your colon, so now your body's now absorbing nutrients better. Now you're no longer constipated, or now you're no longer in a place to where you're having irritable bowel syndrome, but you're using the products, and you and your family are seeing some dramatic changes, whether it's your overall health, whether it's pressure levels, sugar levels, whatever it is, because you've been using these products. Once that starts to happen, guys, you should be saying, listen, I'm not going to be without these products. All right. I saw a video with a young lady. She had lost a lot of weight. Now, not because of these products, just because she did. And she lost a lot of weight. And in her process of losing weight, when she was overweight, she was dark. Skin was looking dark. So when she lost all the weight, she is slim, but then now her skin was lighter, and everybody's like, "That's not you. Your skin. Look at your skin." Well, if you got all this garbage backed up into your system, you have the same garbage that you would put out on your porch, and in a 98-degree day, right? And it's 98 degrees for an entire week, and you got trash sitting right outside, and then that trash got meats and foods and all this other stuff. You'll be having bugs, you'll be having animals, you'll be having all type of things inside that, but also you have amazing stench that'll be coming all around your front door. You'll be calling, "Why is this trash out here? Why is this trash out near my front door?" Well, if that same trash is on the inside, that same trash is going back into your system. What tends to happen, your body starts to see these start to hold on to these toxins. It can actually change the way your skin looks. So of course, when a person now starts to cleanse their system and stay regular, yes, now of course at that point you may start to see that your body becomes lighter because the skin is your largest organ on your body. A lot of times the outside representation is what's going on in the inside as well. So of course, so I say all these different things because you let's use the products, knowing that each product, whether you get one for overall health and vitality, keeping yourself cleansed, or just having energy, focus, whatever it is, guys, just know you fall in love with the products. Now, when life gets in the way and the people on your team have to slow down because something is going on, because most people are not conditioned to be entrepreneurs. They can be, but until it goes from their head to their heart, and they're willing to show up for their own boss, for their own business, the way they show up for their boss's business. We show up for your own business. And that means no matter what comes up, you're still going to do the business. Until that happens, most people are going to be in and out. And if they're out, you want them still using the products and living an amazing lifestyle. And that will ensure that they stay active, because all it takes literally for a person to remain active, keep your website open, keep your back doors open, keep people purchasing product from your site and you receiving income, is at least the minimum of one product. So if they're using 3 products and they have to go down to just using one product to remain active, at least if they try several products, whether it was the tea, the NRG, the NutriBurst, or even the Delgado coffee, once they've used a product that helped them to feel amazing, that one product that they may keep them active, will keep generating residual income for yourself, for your family, and also may keep them active. So if they have promoted the business months ago, that somebody comes back months later that they talked to months ago, which I've seen this happen, and purchase $200 to $300 to $400 worth of products from their back office, because they are active, they can still get a paycheck. But I've seen people that weren't active, they decided to hold off, don't have nothing on Smart Ship, so they forgot to place an order. Somebody comes back, places a product order for $400, $500, which they could have made $200 or $300 from an account, from one account, and they got zero because they were not active. So proper Smart Ship, guys, will ensure all the things that I talked about just now. Now, being a product of a product also is understanding that our business is not just these products that you see here, but our business are people. And people are products, right? We're a product of our environment, we're a product of the product, all these other things. So to help a person do the things we talked about earlier when we talked about remaining on Smart Ship, having the right way of thinking as an entrepreneur, it requires a person raising their IQ level. That means their I quit level. And personal development will literally help a person raise their IQ level. See, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn is one of the first audios that we recommend that people start to listen to. And the reason why is because most people have never been plugged in to personal development or another way of how they think about a thing. Like me talking to you about proper Smart Ship, which is just product replacement and drop shipment. I gave you additional ways and things to think about so you can think about the products in a different way. A few other things past that point, which you can get to that in other ways. We talk about compensation plan, but all these things are important for you to understand that personal development, your ability to stay focused, your ability to learn how to grow yourself, your ability to learn how to grow other people, will require that you start to grow yourself first. Leader of one, leader of many. If I can't lead one, I can't lead any. Let me make sure that I can set this timer so I can pay attention to how much time I'm actually going through right now on this call. All right, let me see something here. Wasn't paying attention to it at first. I want to make sure I pay attention to this right here. All right, good stuff. I want to make sure I see this in front of me so I can be on the countdown. But that's right. All right. So this is important, guys, when it comes to step one, being a product of the product and setting yourself on smart ship, and you being a product of the product when it comes to your mindset and teaching your people to focus on their personal, the inside and their mindset. All these things are important that we focus when it comes to falling in love. Fall in love with entrepreneurship, fall in love with personal growth, fall in love with being, like people like say, I'm self-made. Many times that self-made is just a way of how you think, even though you have to work with other people, even when you're self-made, because nothing is done by self, but you may have to do self-education, self-growth on your own time, on your own dime. All these other things are important. And when you're plugging into personal development, even that 40-point minimum is still plugging into calls and trainings and things like that will help you with that personal growth. So this is the first thing I want you to fall in love with. All right. Now, after you know you have to have a commitment to falling in love with your business, all right, and understanding why. Now we say step two is to put together a list of people. A list is designed to be the same thing. Like, so it's the same thing when a person is launching a big investment project, and people who already wealthy people already understand this is why the rich get richer and the poor get poor, because poor is the mindset, and poor is a lack of personal development, personal growth, all these other things. You know what I'm saying? And when you're poor and you're how you receive things, how you understand things, and again, it's not always our fault, but it is our problem when we learn a thing and still choose not to adapt to that thing that we learned. But when we say put a list together, and somebody may say, well, that's old school, don't do a list, that's a lie from the pits of. That's a lie. How you know it? Because wealthy people, when they want to invest in a project, they go to their list of people that they know who are investors. They go to their list of friends and people, the family, friends, business partners that they can say, listen, I got a new project. This is what the project is. Do you want in on this right here so you can continue to earn income and make money with us as well? That's what they do. Anytime you actually going to do a big event, you put together a list of people so you don't forget who to contact, what to do, who you're reaching out to. So you put a list of people in place and you make sure that everybody on the list gets a mailer, gets something, get an email, get a text, or get something physical, because we're putting together a list of people. Everybody, everybody who's somebody understands that when you have a project, the first thing you do is go to your list. Not to go through this, let me see if I can find some people randomly in the world. And let me find something, start a whole new something and hope that I can find some people. No, you absolutely get yourself in a space where you put together a list. Now that list should be 100 names and numbers minimum. Never let your minimums be your maximums. 100 names and numbers minimum. 50 people who choose to lose, whether they choose to lose that health challenge that they have, lose some weight, lose some inches, or you choose it. Listen, today somebody's gonna lose some weight. Somebody's gonna lose that health challenge. Somebody's gonna get rid of those problems they're talking about. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna represent myself in a way that somebody's gonna get this. So 50 people who choose to lose, and 50 people, business will improve. Business will improve their life, your life, when they choose to build a lifestyle as an entrepreneur and they want to start to earn some extra income. They want to get some pressure off. They want to start to build for their retirement, take care of their family members, all these other things, because what they've been doing, going check to check, has not been enough. They've been going week to week when it comes to their paychecks, and they've been making them a weakling. So now they choose to say yes to starting a business. Put down 100 people, names of retail, people you can retail, and people that you can recruit. Now, once you understand that as well, it's important that you do it in 24 hours. And you want to make sure you come prepared with the list, because the next step we're going to do is launch your business. That's step three. Launching your business now. Not I just started business. Let me get started. Let me launch it in 30 days. Let me see if I can lose 100 pounds before I talk. No, that's not business. Warren Buffett said, whatever you love to do, you make it your hobby. If your hobby is working out and a bunch of other things, and you want to have a hobby of losing weight for yourself, let that be your hobby. But what the world love to do, you make that your business. The world listens to weight loss. The world listens to helping women. The world listens to that right there. You have to wait until your results can impact the world. You actually can promote a product, sell a product, do everything you can do, because some of your friends and family members that told you about a job position that was available, and you went to go apply for the job, and not one time you said, well, hold on a second. Let me see you work that job first. Let me see you work the job for a year. Let me see you make the money they say you can make in a year. And she make 60,000 a year. Go, I'm gonna watch you for a year. And then after you make that money for a year, then I'm going to see if I can. No, that job is going to be gone by then. You got a short window of opportunity, so therefore you're going to take that position. You make 100,000, they giving people a job for 150,000 a year. Oh, okay, well, let me see you make 150,000 for the year first, and then I'm going to, no, you're not. It's a lie. You're going to say yes. Especially if they say all you gotta do is screw on bottle caps. Yes, that's all. That's not you. You swear. You swear. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm doing that for 150,000 a year. Your business works the same way. When we say launch your business, that means now you don't want to wait till later. You want to start right now. And we start off by ensuring that a person does welcome calls. Now the welcome calls so that you have connection to your lineage or line of sponsorship. You have connection to your resources. I believe that God delivers two things. That's concepts and resources. And those concepts or business ideas and things that a person can use, but also the resources or like the people who can help move you along and help give you some ideas and help shift and shape some things, or even help put the income, because it takes money to make money, but they always have to take your money, can take other people's money, the resources that show up. And your resources in business are the people that you surround yourself with. All right. So they say you hang around five broke people, you're bound to be the fifth one. The sixth one. I'm sorry, you hang around five successful people, you're bound to be the sixth one. So to make sure you at least get started, we're going to plug you into at least three other people who are on that, either they've done it or on that path to doing the same thing, because all of you now are on the same path. So let's say you just got started. Your sponsor should be making sure that they introduce you to their sponsor. All right. And then, of course, then once they introduce them to their sponsor, then you should be introduced to their sponsor's sponsor. The reason why is because you want to have connection to other people other than just your sponsor. And you want your people to have other connections and other than just you. Because you want your business to grow, write this down, not because of you, but in spite of you. That means when you're not there, you're still making money. And if, as we're working together as a team, you may not be available, but I may be available. And if I can keep your person moving forward, and by the time you get off of work from your job, because most people, 90+% of people are going to do this part-time, maybe 95, 96%, 98%, I don't know the exact number, but most people are going to do this business part-time after they get off their jobs, after they handle everything else, then they'll turn to this and make this a business. So since they're doing it on a part-time basis, you want to make sure they have other connections with other people. So when you're busy and you can't answer the phone because you're at work, but they're able to get the questions answered and move along. When you get off work, you may have 3 or 4 or 5 new people added to your team. Your person could have added 4, 5, 6, 10 new customers to your overall organization. All right. All these things are important. So plug them into your sponsor. And when you do that, guys, we do a simple welcome call like this. This is important. So please pay attention and do it every time the same exact way. You do it. You tell your people to do it. Everybody the same exact way. Hey, Mike, just want to say to you, welcome to the team. More importantly, welcome to the family. And of course, this is your sponsor, your person introducing the person to you, and you are the person that's doing the welcome call. Welcome to the team. More importantly, welcome to the family. Pause and wait for them to say thank you. Once they say thank you, listen, of course, I need you to understand right out the gate, you have an amazing sponsor. So edify the sponsor. Most people want to know that they made the right buying decision, right business decision. So you're going to reaffirm to them that they made the right business decision, because many people, when they have gotten started in things, they have bought things and they start having buyer's remorse. And people do the same thing here. They'll buy into the business and start wondering if they can really do it. And sometimes it takes people connecting to other people to reaffirm that they are. So when I edify the sponsor, which I'm edifying you because you introduced me to your brand new person, now I'm edifying you to that brand new person, letting them know that he made the right decision connecting with you. And when I say that, the person, it makes them feel better about their decision. I say, listen, this person is plugging into the system. They're starting off to be an amazing entrepreneur or an amazing entrepreneur. If you already started hitting some pin levels, I'll let them know you've already started seeing some amazing results. Even if you haven't, for the fact you're plugging into the system, you're growing, that's amazing results as well. So you can say these things and you can let them know, listen, this sponsor you have, for the fact they have you plugged into this system, that's what we want to edify the system. For the fact they have you plugged into me, helps you understand they want you to grow and plug into a system. Now, the system will save yourself some time, energy, and money. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. That's something we've been saying for years. System will help you save yourself some time, energy, and money. That spells out to be system. All right. And when you go to teamunitytraining.com, that's your job to recommend at that point they go to teamunitytraining.com. So when you go to teamunitytraining.com, that's going to open it up to where you have an opportunity for you. Matter of fact, let me see if I can plug it in real quick here. Let me see if I go here, Team Unity Training, teamunitytraining.com. When a person actually does that, let me see if I can share this screen here. When they go to teamunitytraining.com, they should plug into this. When they go here, you're gonna let them know when you get to teamunitytraining.com, you're going to see several things. I want you to follow those steps. I want to make sure you join the Telegram groups, join the Facebook groups. You should be going to here yourself, so you know. You can tell them. Make sure you join the Telegram group so you can stay in constant communication, so you're in the loop. You also want this to happen because if you have a brand new person on your team and they have got the person sponsored and they don't plug them into nothing. When that person happens to fall to the wayside, that person is connected to nothing, and you may not even know they put somebody in. But if they all follow the process and they tell people to go to Team Unity training because they don't know what to do, and they plug them into the team and into the family, this may get them excited enough for them to want to stay plugged in to start to learn some things. So plug into the Telegram group, plug into our Facebook group. All right, because a lot of times, even like this training here, I'm going to download it. It's going to be uploaded into YouTube, and from the YouTube, it's going to be put onto our Facebook group as well. All right, so this is where they can actually get some additional trainings that they may miss and things like that. All right, now Dare to Dream is where the system that we're going through right now, they can actually find. So you tell them go there, join the Telegram groups, and download that Dare to Dream and follow those first steps. Click those, you know what I'm saying? And what happened is when they actually click that, they're going to have a chance to watch this 4 steps momentum video that's going to walk them through what, the basic 4-step system that we're going through. All right. So this gives them an opportunity for them. Matter of fact, let me see if this is showing on my page. Yeah, I think it is showing. I think you guys are seeing this now. Right. So when they go to when they actually click that link, it's going to take them where they can absolutely see the video for the 4-step training. All these things are important, guys, that when you're launching the business, you make sure they know that these systems exist. The system is there, and if they follow the system, they can literally have the results they're looking to have by plugging into teamunitytraining.com. As a quick nod, Nikki, let me know, are you seeing the Dare to Dream again? Are you still seeing that? Okay, great. All right. All right. So that's what you guys understand when they go to Team Unity Training, download the Dare to Dream, watch the 4-step videos. All right. And then after that, you say to them again, welcome to the team, more importantly, welcome to the family. Now, I do want to say this to you as a caveat. After I edify the training, a lot of times I may say, well, tell me before I let you go, you know what I'm saying? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living? Where are you located? I like to know these things as well. You want to know these things because you got somebody brand new on your team and your person who's brand new sponsor someone, they may not always know what to do. So I always like to make sure I tell the person, well, great, welcome to the team. You're going to go to the training site. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Great, listen, I definitely want to work with you as well. So take my phone number. Here's my number. Text me from your phone. And the reason why, because you can do it 2 ways. You can say, what's your number and get the phone number. But I normally say, take my number, right? And I say, put it in your phone or text it to me now. Or to write it down and text me from your phone because I look to find people who are coachable, teachable, trainable, who will follow the basic instructions for success. So I'm looking for those people who follow. And the reason why you want that, you want to see the person's going to be, they're going to at least follow instructions. They follow the basic instructions and they send you the text. You got the phone number. Now you can actually schedule some things with that person yourself as well. Sometimes what I do as well, when I'm on that call, I will tell them, hey, I will go to that team site. When can you visit the site? Because I want to schedule a time tomorrow to work with you and your sponsor. And as a leader, knowing, listen, this is important. As a leader, knowing I got somebody who's brand new, who's date's brand new, so they don't know all this stuff, they can't remember everything. I'll schedule the next thing that I want to do with that person's person. And while I'm doing with that person's person, now them and their person will be on the call for training the next day. So I'll schedule things myself because I understand that until my persons know how to do it as well, I have to help them and do it for them. Never forget that most people, even though we can give them instructions, there's so much to take in at one time. There's a lot to take in. They can't remember everything. There's no way. It's just They're going to be looking at their website and watch all the videos, clicking on all the links, looking at all the products, reading everything. They're not going to remember all the things that we talk about. They're going to get lost because you know all these things. You got to make sure that you are taking the effort to schedule things with your people. Please listen to me when I say it. There's always a breakdown in communication because people like, well, I told you to tell them. They don't remember. They can't remember it all. There's some will remember, but they're just going to be bucking the system because they don't follow instructions. This is what it is. But what if they lead you to somebody, that person's super hungry, and that person's the person you're looking for, but you won't know it because you're letting the person who's brand new to lead this person, and they don't know how to lead them yet. So as a leader, you take that into consideration. So those of you who are on this call, if you have not met me yet, all right, my name is Jason L. Scott First. My phone number is 910-257-4760. You can text me. My phone number is 910-257-4760. If you're out of the country, it's +1 910-257-4760. You can hit me on WhatsApp if you're out the country. If you're in the country, just send me a quick text so I can help you go to this next phase, and which means we're going to help you schedule, get your calendar out. And we're going to schedule your game planning session. So what's important about that is once you did the welcome call with a person, and you did it with several people and they got the names and phone numbers, and if I'm with that person, they're doing it, I'm going to say, I got my calendar out. Let me schedule a game planning session with you for the next day, which is why when I'm doing this welcome call, and I know my person is brand new, I ain't doing it for them. Schedule the game planning session. GPS, like all GPS is going to let you know where you start and where you're planning on going, what your destination is. So goal setting is the first thing. Part of that goal setting is I want to know why you're going to do the business. I want to know why you're doing this. It's important that you come to the table the next day understanding your why. All right, we're going to talk about helping you go binary, even going director. We will cover some initial marketing training. All right, so make sure you download this Dare to Dream. And again, I'm saying all these things to you in a way that you need to hear me, so you can learn to say these things, so you can duplicate what I'm saying to you on this training and say this to the person. So when I say to them, I'm not just saying it to you for you to listen, just kind of let it go over your head. I'm literally giving you the languaging that I give that has successfully helped me do exactly what I'm saying almost every time when I'm getting something. I say almost because if the person don't respond, they just don't respond. But almost every single time that I do this, it works. So when I get my calendar out and I'm scheduling the game planning session, the goal planning and binary, we'll talk about direct. I say, listen, we're going to go through your game planning session, go through your initial marketing training. So that's why I got that in there. So make sure you bring that Dare to Dream, or go over that Dare to Dream and bring it with you. That means even if on your phone, your computer, bring it with you so we can actually go through it. I want to make sure they have it, because I always say bring it. So that means they'll download it. They'll at least watch it. They'll know that in their mindset, I expect for them to have it. So and I only say that because I want them to now they got to go look for it. They got to download it. They got to follow the process, because I'm telling them I'm looking for them to bring this document that we're going over right now. I'm saying and I already told them, go to Teams training, download the Dare to Dream and bring it. All right, so that's bring that D2D, which is your Dare to Dream. And we will go over some contact and inviting, PS3, peak interest, shoulder plan, 3-way call, and we're gonna actually go through some quick retail. All right. And of course, you want to do this in 24 to 48 hours. If a person joins on Friday, by Saturday, you want to be doing a game planning session. All right. That means by today, we're going to actually talk about your GPS, which is right here. We're going to talk about why, which I want to know why you partner with the company, why you want to join this organization. Talk about your top 3 goals that you want to achieve using TLC as a vehicle. Whether that's buying a home, children education, retiring a spouse, buying a dream car, just paying some bills, taking some debt off, taking some pressure off. But have a goal, a serious goal, and why you partner with us. How will I get to where I want to be? Well, my goal is binary qualified. And we tell people to do that within 48 hours. That means get your first 2. What is binary? Getting a team together. Successful people build networks. You know it to be true because your boss has built a network of you. Then he probably hired somebody else. He got teams of people going. You got a team that may be working one part of the company, another team working another part of the company. One team building the office, another team building the field. Whatever they got going on, they always building two teams of people. You have a team, you have option to build two teams as well and get paid for the two teams you're building. A team on the left and a team on the right. That means finding a person that you personally sponsor into the business on your left side, person you personally sponsor into the business on your right side. And that would be, we like to say, within 48 hours. All right, because we're going to be doing a launch call for you here within the first 48 hours anyway. All right, we're going to help you get your first customers and your first two people, all right, within the first 48 hours. Then, of course, we have other goals like going direct. We will cover these things later on based off of the person. Once we get the binary, then I'll come back again. We talk about director. This helps you to know what's next to help the person figure this stuff out. All right. Now, how will I stay focused to accomplish my goals? Use your calendar on a daily basis. Decide that what you're gonna focus on: your faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. Faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. Write that down. Faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. In your calendar, put down your faith when you go to church, when you go to Bible study. Out the way. Nothing comes between that. That's the life that you live. Whatever gives you that faith, that value, that you're feeding into your spiritually, put that in there. However you get that. All right. Even if it's whatever it is, put that in there. All right. Once you have that, your family time. What if you're a soccer mom, soccer dad, you got things to do with your kids, put that on the calendar, out the way. Then, of course, your finances, the times where you got to school, you got things you want to do with school, then you can actually schedule time from those things where you want to actually do your business. Then once you put down, you say, okay, I got this faith and family out the way. Then you put down times I got my job, and this is hours I got available for doing business. Then you put that down. Then in between that, now you can say, these are times that I'm going to put some fitness time in here. Because I know I got my business time at this time. I have to find another time to work out. So I'm gonna do fitness at this time. And then, of course, these are the times that I'm going to reward myself and my family, going to have some fun. And all these things, guys, you want to put down in your calendar. All right, then again, I'm going to be on the training calls. I'm going to attend the business overview calls, which is opportunity calls that we do. I'm going to attend the Super Saturday training events. Matter of fact, we have one coming up this coming Saturday on the weekend of the 3rd. So make sure you write that down. It's going to be that next Saturday. We're going to actually do one that we're going to have a training call. I mean, a Super Saturday. It's going to be a virtual Super Saturday. So make sure you and your team know that. I'm going to commit to daily personal development. The same way you've been committing yourself every morning without you saying this commitment, we've been committed to waking up and popping on TikTok. You've been committed to waking up and popping on Instagram. You've been committed to waking up and watching other things on your phone. You're committed to waking up and watching TV. Commit to waking up and listening to some personal development, personal growth. Some videos and audios or YouTube videos that you can listen to that's going to teach you some things about your growth and your mindset. We'll give you some recommendations, but as you start to recommend things, now you start to find things on your own, but commit to daily personal growth and development to reach your income goal. All right? All right, things like that. All right, what am I willing to give up? In order to reach my goals, I'm willing to give up or change the following. Then put down some things that you already know that's been holding you back. A lot of times people tell me I have a dream and a goal for doing this. I'm like, why haven't you accomplished that yet then? I don't know, just because, I don't know, I be procrastinating, or I do this right here. A lot of times not the procrastination, is the fact that we just start watching TV. You may choose, I want to do this, but I'd rather go bowling. I like to do this, but I'd rather go to a movie. I like to do this. Now, don't mean you can't stop doing those things. I still go to a movie. Instead of me going to a movie during the nighttime when I used to go to the movies, I may find a time quick to catch what they call a matinee, a quick early day matinee. So it could be at noon, I'll watch a movie. I may go at noon or something like that to try to get something between noon and two. I may do it on a day after I decide that that's the day I'm gonna spend time with my family, after I do all my things I got going on. Yeah, we could put some time together for our family. I'm just willing to give up some things for the first year of me doing this. It's like having a part-time job. You give up some things to work the second job. It's what it is. You give up some things if you go to school. You give it up. You maybe work your first job and then you go to school. You're going to give up some things that you did in the afternoon. You just will, because that's how you've been conditioned for growth. If you go to school, put that. Oh, now you tell her, oh, I go to school. You can't wait to tell everybody you're in school, but you don't want to tell nobody you're in business. So be willing to give up some things. What should I do on a daily basis? Well, you should be speaking to people on a daily basis, having personal guests on each weekly opportunity call. If your goal is to stay positive, but if you feel doubt, your job is to make sure you reach out to your upline or the person, your senior business partners. You know those three names and numbers you got? Don't call the person that you sponsor. Tell them, they're my friend, they're my people. Yeah, I know. But don't call them with your problems. Don't call them with your challenges. Don't call them because they're your friends and you think that they can handle the stuff with you. Your friends shouldn't be coaching you on your life situations when both of you guys are going through challenges. So therefore, don't go call your upline because everything positive got to go downline to your organization. Everything positive goes, listen, trust me, you got this. You're gonna be okay. Everything negative, listen, I'm feeling some type of way. It's a little challenging. Okay, talk to your senior business partners. Let us who've been through these things help you. If you're still brand new and you have a challenge, you know, and listen, let's call Mr. Scott. Let's call them together. I recommend you call Mr. Scott. He's been through these things. I recommend call Miss Alexander. She's been through. I recommend you call Coach Catherine. She's been through these things. I recommend you call Sharon Robinson. She's been through these things. So it's through the recommendations. If when you get somebody in, you've been doing this for a while, you know how to coach them. If not, recommend that they call one of us so that we can help them go through that situation. All right. Then of course my goal is to stay committed, active, consistent, and persistent until I succeed. And then after that, sign it. If you guys got to print it out and sign it, take a picture of it, or if you just got to you got an app on your phone, you can sign it and put things and send it, or just write things out to it and just say I'm committed. Make sure your sponsor knows. And then of course you want to have it because the reason why you want to print it out yourself so you can look at it on a daily basis. Have it up someplace around you so you staying focused. Put it inside your calendar. Print it out and put it on your calendar so you can stay focused on your goals. I can say these things and people still don't do it. But you gotta be able to look at it on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And it says right here, I will read this page each morning and evening until I accomplish my goals. So look at it so you can remain committed to what you say you're gonna do. All right. That's right there when it says your game. What is the game plan session? I just went through one with you, so understand. Our job to do it in the first 24 to 48 hours. Initial marketing training. I say bring the data dream and have your list is because we want to start talking about contacting and inviting. Where's that? Is right here. How to properly contact somebody and invite them to the call. And the way I like to do it, I don't like to call somebody and say, "Are you free tonight?" Because they're going to tell you, "No, I'm busy." Why? What do you need? We always say I'm busy in case somebody wants you to help them move or do something that they don't want to do. So they'll tell you, "I'm busy." Why? What you got going on? If they're busy, it shouldn't be asking. It's none of your business if you're too busy. So I understand this. This business is simple. Don't try to explain the business of TLC to anyone. Always let the system do it for you. And let me tell you the gate. When you show people how you expose a person is how they're learning. If you got to do all this talking in their mindset, they thinking they got to do all this talking. You trying to do all this selling in their mindset, they think they got to do all this selling. But if you say to them, "What did I do with you?" They say, "I don't know if I can do this." So what did I do with you? Well, you asked me, you know what I'm saying? You asked me, was I free in the evening time? And I'm saying, was I free? Was I available time to run some things past you? Yeah, I was. Okay, great. Then what? Then you got me on this call. Then what? Then after that, you actually introduced me to someone who actually did a three-way with me. Then what? They talked to me and then it made sense to me and stuff. So can you do that? You can't do that? Yeah, I can do that. Great. Why? Because that's right here. When you're doing a virtual grand opening, a launch call, or a live call that we have on a schedule, where you say, "Hey, listen, Mike, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm tied up, but I need a few minutes to run something past you." I always say I'm tied up, but I need a few minutes to run something past you. And I tell them I'm tied up. So if they start asking me questions after, unless I told them I'm tied up right now. You know what I'm saying? So you ask them, "I'm tied up. I need a few minutes to run something past you. Will you be free at 7 tonight?" And that time may be the time that your personal sponsor has or your coach has a launch call for you. It could be the call that we're doing, a call that's the big group call, a Zoom call, whatever it is. You say, "I'm tied up. Will you be free at 7 or 8 or whatever time they give to you?" I'm saying to talk about it. Wait for them to say yes. Yeah, I'll be free at that time. Wow, what's going on? Great. Listen, I launched the biggest project of my life, some very successful partners. But before I give you the details based off of your life, and it's the right project, are you open? I'm gonna open to what? Earning extra 1,000, 3,000 a week part time. Because that stuff is right here in the next thing. They say open for what? They just say yes, I'm open. Why? Listen, tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm having a private webinar for a selected group of friends interested in earning extra 1,000, maybe 3,000 a week part time. My partners are highly successful. So before I give you the details, I need to have a guaranteed yes that you're going to be on time. Wait for them to say yes. Okay, I'll text you the webinar link. Shoot me a text when you're on so you don't get locked out. And then you can give them information. Then you say, see you then, I got to go. You do it that way, guys, because our job is just to invite people and learn to promote the persons. And again, when you first get started, you may say successful partners. If I'm doing it for you personally, and you got to meet my senior business partner, Mr. Jason L. Scott first. The gentleman traveled all around the world, been able to earn close to $2 million doing this project I'm working on. He's been very successful, owns several businesses and companies that he's been able to build. You know what I'm saying? And he has a big group of successful entrepreneurs he work with. You got to meet him. You got to meet him tonight. You got to give him this call tonight. And it could be me or anybody else that you're talking about. This person makes some serious income. This person knows 100% information. Loves help. You can edify, and we'll teach you these things. But I'm giving it to you right now, just so you know. Your job is to invite people. And they say, no, I don't got no time. Great, I'll talk to you then. I got to go. Now, listen, this is immediately after the conference call. Listen to me. After the conference call, the webinar, the interest call, whatever you do, ask the prospect, what did you like best about what you heard? At that point, be quiet and listen. See, when I really want you guys know I talk fast, right? But when I really want you to understand something, and I know most people overlook a thing, I like to slow down. If I'm slowing down, because this is one of the most important parts. What did you like best about what you heard? I asked that to every, not what do you think, what you think about that. No, what did you like best? Force them to find something positive about what they talked about. At that point, be quiet and listen. Don't be quiet and thinking about what you want to say next. Be quiet and listen, because they will tell you what they like best. Then you could say, once they tell you what they like best, your response could be great. If they say, I love the products, man, well, great. I'm saying, let's get that product sent to you. Let me get and get that product. Get you. They like the NRG. Let me get that. They say, I like the products. All right, which product? Which product do you like the most? I like the one you talk about, that tea. Well, listen, I would love to have you as a preferred customer. So I'm gonna actually send you the link for you to purchase that right now. I really need your support. So I want you to purchase it. They want to just get the product. They say, listen, I like the business. Or if they say I like the product, you say like the product to use or to actually sell. To use or to sell, to use or to have it as a business. They say, I can for both. Well, great. Then you can go into the business thing. Well, great. Which product pack did you want to get started with? And again, because after every presentation, we normally talk about one of the product packs. If they say, I don't know, you can, if you're on, so meet me on Zoom, you can literally meet with somebody, go through your back office and show them right then, and start even walking the whole process through while they're online right then. You can join, put them through your business by joining with them right then if you need to. Or walking with them while they join and you're walking them through the process. So you said, which product or product pack did you want to get started with? Great, I'm sending you a link now. Text me once you've completed the enrollment. They say they got questions. Great. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I'm new. I'm very new to the company and I'm still in training. I want to introduce you to my senior business partner. This person knows 100% of the information. They love helping people, makes a serious income, and love to have fun. Now, they're highly sought after, so hold 1 second. Let me get them on the line. Reason why we do this, because there's 4 different main personalities of people. People just love information. People don't care about the information. They just want to just care that people are going to be well taken care of. People don't care about none of those first 2 things. They just want to know they can make some money. Then a person who just says, all those things sounds good, but if I can't have no fun, I don't want to do it. But I also say they're highly sought after. Reason why I say that, because you may try to call your sponsor and can't connect with them the first time, because they could be on another call, a finishing call, a 3-way call, whatever's happening. Sometimes the calls don't go through. And that gives you a chance to say, listen, I did tell you they're highly sought after. I'll try them again. Hold 1 second. All right, let me try somebody else. Remember, you got those 3 names and numbers that I gave you? And we know that you're going to be doing 3 ways because we just finished the call. One of us may be available if we're not on the call. So you got several people you can reach out to. All right, hold 1 second. Let me get them on the line. Then you're going to conduct a 3-way call with your team expert. Be sure to tell your team, the team expert, what their prospect like best about the call. Because they may tell you they like something different. Because I'm going to ask them the same thing. When I ask them, they may tell me something different than they told you. They may say the same, they may say something different. So I like to ask you, what did they say? Then I ask them the same question. Now, make sure only you and the expert are on the line when speaking. When you first say, hey, Mr. Scott, I got Mike on the other line. You call Mike first. Ask me what you like. Hold 1 second. I'm going to do a three-way. Mr. Scott, I have Mike on the other line. He say he loves the product. I may ask you a few other questions about Mike. After that, you only who you an expert online when speaking, then you connect. Once I say get and connect this. And be quiet, listen, and learn. The best way to do that is to mute your mic out. I'm saying that to you, and it's for you to teach other people. The best way is to mute your mic out. Because I'll be talking to people, and people will say, well, tell them this, Mr. Scott. Oh, you're right, Mr. Scott. And I'm like, I don't want them being distracted by nothing else. I'm leading them down a path in a way that they can't back out of. But if you start throwing things in there, talking, saying other things, it may throw. Then also, I'm looking to build rapport with them. So if I ask them a question and then you answer it for them, I can't build rapport because they're not talking. They're still looking to you. Now they want you to answer the next question. And that at the end, they haven't got anything completed. So you got to mute your mic for me to ask and lead them around without interruption. Tell your people to mute their mics so they don't interrupt you because you got a plan of what you're doing when you're asking these questions. And they don't know the plan yet. They're thinking about trying to sell people. You're thinking about just walking through the process. All right. And then, of course, your team expert will invite your prospect to the next step. We'll schedule the follow up, the home party, the conference call, the hotel event. We'll do those things for you in that process. All right. Then at that point, you thank your team expert for their time and tell your prospect, I'll see you then or talk to you then. I got to go. Nothing else, and hang up. Never continue the conversation after the expert has scheduled their appointment. If I told them, meet me at this time, you'll need to have another conversation. Because now we try to get them on a call, they're not going to show up. You didn't talk too much. Because sometimes the three-way call just maybe, I may say, well, get on another call. Get on this right here. Like after this training, we got another training. I may say, get on this next training call. If you get the call and start talking to them, they may not get on the next call because in their mindset, you didn't give them all they need to have. All right. And of course, this is a quick retail script as well, where I'll go through this process with somebody. When I tell people, just call your close friends and family because you got to get used to having conversation before you start trying to talk about, I'm going to sell people I don't know. You're going to have to learn how to communicate. So you're going to call your people that you already trust and know the same way we did when we were kids and we were getting these things, going home, selling candy to our uncles and aunts and family members and church members. You ask for help, share your testimonials and why, and keep it simple because it's just tea. Hey, Mike, how things been going? Great. Listen, I really need your help. I'm having a grand opening launch for my new business. I'm launching my new 15-day health challenge. You know what I'm saying? For my business in order to I'm trying to put my kids through college, trying to get a new car, start a new business, launching my business, whatever it is. One of my flagship products is a healthy organic cleansing tea, and it tastes great. Anyway, I need a huge favor. In order to qualify my business in the challenge, I gotta enroll 5 customers online today. I need your help to get started by buying at least 1 month supply of instant tropical cleanse in order like lemonade, watermelon, or tropical punch, or the brewed tea, and 1 or 2 other products from me. At the very least, a couple of trial packs for $5 to $35. Listen, $3 can go to my charity in Kenya where they provide sanitary napkins, or a portion of that can go to, you can let them know a portion of the thing is going to go to whatever. So you can let them know that right there. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it. We're going to say a portion of this is going to go to a charity. That's if you decide you want to use a charity of your choice to be able to help you do the trial packs. But before I get to the trial, I always ask them to get a month's supply. They said, well, I can't right now. Listen, at the very least. All right. So you don't have to go directly into this. You can say this first, buy a month's supply. Then they say, no, I can't. Well, it's at the very least, can you try a trial pack? Well, it's 5 for 35 and or whatever you're going to do for the trial pack. If you don't like them, and listen, if you don't like the products or see or feel any results, I won't ask for you to buy from me again. But I can really use the favor today. The bottom line is, guys, we got something simple for you to use. Then the last thing is, guys, is step 4, which is plug into the system. These training calls that we do are really important. Making sure you put these schedules, put the time schedules in your phone, and based off of your calendar, most of these calls should be a part of your calendar. Sunday Vision Mastery call. Daily, we normally schedule home parties. You want to have these times available for yourself to do a home party or launch call. Just have it on your calendar open. Tuesday, we do the Rebirth Team Huddle. Wednesday, we have a Leadership Mastery call, which is another training call. Fridays is our team huddle to prepare for the week. And Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, is a new member orientation. And of course, it's the 11 a.m. Rebirth Recognition and Training call. We're about to hop off right now and get into that call. Last thing, guys, if you're local, I always tell people, if you're local in the area, you got several people, plan a team, a family event once a month locally. builds team. It builds a strong team and a family bond with the people that's in unity in your area. And call your sponsor at least once a day. It builds the team's relationship and rebuild their confidence. All right, and that's it. So just as a last recap before we end the call, when somebody joins, go through this really quick. When somebody joins, make sure they fall in love with their product, put their list together, and launch their business. Once we do the launch, we're gonna, when a person does their 2 virtual grand openings or in their home parties, because we schedule that over here, and they schedule the social media parties. Once somebody actually does the launch call, because we're gonna do that in the first 24 to 72 hours. Remember, I said get binary in 48 hours. We're gonna do your virtual launch call in the first 24 to 72. When somebody joins your business, what do they do? Go back to step 1. Make sure they love the product, put their list together, and launch their business. When they buy or join, what you do? Go back to step 1. So that 1 hour of power that I shared with you was to just make sure you understood. I gave you orientation of what the main 3 things that we do. And step 4, just plugging into the system. I love each and every one of you guys. Congratulations for showing up for this organizational call. New member orientation. Welcome to the team. More importantly, welcome to the family. I see you guys on the next call on the Rebirth line. You guys have a great and a powerful new you. Love you guys. Be good now.